tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, After.
What's up, AfterBuzzers? We're here live in the studio to go over Real Housewives of Beverly Hills episodes 2 and 3. We've got a great show for you. Tune in.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
0, 0, 0, done. How many fucks do I give?
How many fucks do I give?
Yes.
Not 1, 0, 0, 0, done. How many fucks do I give?
Classic.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the after show for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I am your host, Thomas Orlina. You can find me at Thomas Orlina on my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. And check out my show, Your Time with Thomas, on YouTube. Who am I next to?
I'm Jennifer Leone, and you can find me on Twitter at Jennifer Leone TV and on Instagram at J.Leon TV.
Hey everyone, I'm Cynthia Nicole. You can find me on all my social media under Cynthia Nicole 5.
Yes, 5. It's your boy DJ Richie Skye here. You guys can stalk me on Instagram and Twitter at DJ Richie Skye. You can also catch me on Tuesday nights on Bravo Stripping.
Yes.
Wait, stripping? Is that? Oh, yeah. We caught the end of part of that.
All right, well, Happy New Year to all of you guys. We missed you. Welcome, welcome. We have a great show. We are recapping 2 episodes. We got episode 2, Diva in Las Vegas. And so just starting right off, we had Lisa Rinna join the gang at the hotel with her usual entrance. What do we think about that and the vibe of all that?
I love Lisa Rinna. She can be awkward. She can be, you know, a little nutty, but I like it.
I love her. The air was thick. We're like, here it comes. Here's all of our juice, all of our gossip. I'm excited for it.
I mean, I have to say I was proud of her, how she just walked into the wolves and she handled it perfectly by herself, which that's like, I commend her for that. So.
I low-key think that she lives for those moments.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
She's always like on it.
She's ready.
We also saw Adrienne Maloof make her return to Real Housewives, but we didn't see her that long.
That was a drive-by.
Yeah.
It wasn't for that long. We end up getting to know a little bit more of Teddy and her famous father. And what do we think about Teddy so far?
Okay, so, you know, I like her, right? She seems real down to earth and everything. But, you know, if I wanted to watch people on a budget, like, I could just look at our lives. I want to see you splurge. Like, I don't really want to see you not spend the $800 you just won. Don't run and buy coupons. I don't want to see that. No.
That's
That's just my honest opinion.
I agree with you. I agree. But I like her. I like her.
I want to see more
Just
of her
spend a little money.
side, like more of like the country and her like from
Oh,
South.
really?
Yeah, she's from South Carolina, so I kind of want to see that.
Oh, I'm from the
know,
country.
like,
I don't want to see that. Not here.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I would watch, you know, Real Housewives of South Carolina if I was down for
You
that.
would watch Southern Charm for that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, I need glam. But I mean, I guess you always need one to kind of be that frugal one, maybe. I don't know.
She's trying to find her way. We find out also that she's an accountability coach. So that's an interesting position to be in. With
She's
these
not
women.
an accountant. She's an accountability coach.
What is that?
Spend a little money, girl.
So we see the gang split up, and we have Erica, Dorit, and Teddy at the gambling table. We have the other women at the pool. Everybody's kind of split, and there's still a lot of drama in the air between Lisa Rinna and Dorit. So what do we think about all that?
About which part?
Basically, the part of just the tension in the air between them. Because it looks like Lisa Rinna wants to just move on and kind of forgive, but Dorit is looking like she wants to keep it going.
This whole topic is difficult after watching the 3rd episode because now I'm like,
I know, we have to mentally check ourselves back to episode 2.
Right. I'm glad that they touched on what they did and said what they did, and I'm happy that in those moments that they're on tape. And Dorit mentioned that PK never called her schizophrenic, which was interesting. And then just being able to see everything and them hashing it out, which was nice.
Yes.
But I think I commend Lisa Rinna for saying sorry, but I think I wasn't on the side with Dorit because I felt like she didn't do anything wrong, which I think she did. Like, she did say some comments that you need to say, I'm sorry. It, won't hurt you if you say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She was
like
kind of
your
letting
ego.
that moment be like, I didn't do anything wrong, you did. And she was waiting for that apology from her.
Yeah.
I'm always fascinated by what Dorit's wearing. I mean, and so for me, I was distracted that entire time because I felt like her boobs were about to pop out of her dress and hit Lisa Rinna in the face. But having said that, I thought that it was a great moment. I like to see when they can move past things and not have things linger seasons long. You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
And
we'll
I
see.
like that about Lisa Rinna though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she doesn't take drama that seriously. She kind of lets it go.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
The women all get on the high roller Ferris wheel. I just came back from Vegas. Have you guys ridden on the high roller before?
I have not.
You have not. You haven't
not.
either.
And I've been to Vegas like 3 times this year.
It's amazing. And I was watching it. I actually just came back from Vegas. I was watching it in bed, and I was looking at the high roller from the window.
Aww.
It was so wild. But yeah, no, the bartender was actually the bartender that was there when I was there. But the women get on there. Kyle's a little bit anxious and a little bit scared about going on, her height situation, but she got through it. Then we have the exchange with Lisa Rinna and Dorit, and it looked like it was something that they were ready to move on and hashed it out. But Kyle had her drama with Harry, and she had to lay that out on the table. And that was when she sat down. Lisa Rinna had to sit down for a minute because it was too much for her.
It was a lot. Because those conversations happened in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't happen in a quiet room by
And no one
themselves.
could
It was
leave.
just like, one after the next. I was like, oh my God, I would have to sit down too.
Yeah,
She can't
It was
jump.
a bit much.
She can't jump. There's no place for you to go.
But when Kyle confronted Lisa, it seemed like it kind of glazed over. They kind of forgave each other really quickly because they are really good friends.
And Lisa already kind of knew, so,
Yeah, she
I
was
think
ready
it was
to move on.
water under the bridge. Bigger fish to fry.
Exactly. So we get to basically the drama part of it when Teddy kind of gets that vibe from Erica that they're not really vibing. Someone on the show has to not vibe for the drama to go on. So as far
Good point, yeah.
As far as those two women, what did you guys think about that moment with them? Did we really feel like Erica was being kind of nonchalant and whatever towards her at the restaurant?
Okay, so I feel like that day, I didn't really get it, and I see how they kind of played it. But I feel like there was some trickery with the editing, because when they played the scene back today, it looked like Erica just said, I'm being an ass. And then today, when they played it back, she said, I'm being an ass, but I'm just kidding. She said that. So I just felt like, how did you get that she was being, dismissive? Or maybe it was something else.
It might have been a look or something, but I agree with you. I was watching, and it was just like kind of choppy with the editing.
Yeah.
Where something had to have happened. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was something there. I feel that Erica was just taken the wrong way.
That's generally
awful.
what happens
Yeah.
sometimes with these women on the show.
Yeah.
I think Teddy walks on eggshells a lot of the times around Erica. Like, she's like afraid of her, but like she looks like, don't be afraid, just be yourself.
Right.
you know?
I
So-
totally agree with that.
Totally agree. Hello, everybody in the live chat. I know last time we didn't have the live chat up, but we have it now. So thank you guys for joining in. So far, we have Tabitha saying that Dora is a bore, Two-Faced, and Teddy's being
Hashtag.
annoying with Erica. So keep it coming, guys.
Yeah.
Pretty much the episode ends with that kind of exchange, and Dorit basically says that, she's going to have to earn her trust, which she's kind of coaching how to deal with Erica, which is
Yeah.
kind of funny because she's been through that situation before. So, do you guys have anything else to say about episode 2? I mean, it was a great episode for sure.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Any highlights that we have that we want to go through?
Love the Gucci. Love the Gucci tracksuits.
The shopping.
Everything. Yeah. It's bringing the glam that I
Yeah,
need.
yeah.
So I
They
like
stepped it up.
Yeah, they did.
I think last season we were saying how they didn't have a lot of glam and glitz, and this season we're getting everything. We're getting planes, we're getting, you know, designer. I'm
Planes,
loving
yachts.
it.
Yeah, and all the other housewives coming back just to say hi, little drive-bys.
Exactly.
But, you know, we need them.
Yeah, we saw, and we're seeing a lot of Camille, which is kind of
Yeah.
interesting to see her in multiple episodes. It's now going to be like 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah.
I kind of missed first season Camille, to be very
She's
honest.
a little tame. She's a little tame.
I miss pernicious Camille. Sorry.
She did give you that dance at Tao though.
She did.
She gave you the
I was
dance
happy
at
about
Tao.
that.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna move on to episode 3, Bad Guys. This episode, we get to know Erica a lot. I didn't know that about her father. I don't really think she touched that on the last season she was on. It was more just her personal life. So she's kind of spaced out really well how she wants to lay out her story, because you think you know her, and now we know this about her father.
Yeah.
So it starts off with, of course, we see PK, which is great. He's back. And Dorit's
Isn't he, though?
basically... he loves that. Dorit says she's cool with Erica now, and she's kind of cool with Lisa Rinna, and PK and her kind of hash it out. But, you know, seeing that whole episode and seeing how it ends, kind of... What do we think about that? I know it's kind of fun to jump ahead.
I want to hope that this is a producer pushing her to say these things, because why are you bringing these things up again and stirring the pot? Maybe she wants a steady spot on the show. Make sure that she's
Dorit?
Dorit. And I don't
felt
know.
like it was PK that brought this up.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, yeah.
I feel like he wants to keep
They're
his
kinda
spot
in
on
on
the
it
show.
together.
Okay. Yeah. Point taken. It's PK.
What are your thoughts on it?
I just think that maybe Dorit and PK were trying to warn Teddy about her.
I feel like it was a little gossipy. It was more gossip
They
than
shouldn't
warn.
have done it at dinner, because that's really rude, especially when you're coming out to visit. Like, I think it was rude to do that, honestly. It's not... The husband probably didn't even want to hear it. Teddy says, I'm sorry, like, I just want to eat that delicious Moroccan food. Like,
Exactly.
you know?
Exactly. Because I
Like-
was uncomfortable watching it. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they were uncomfortable there.
You could see their faces. They were
It was
uncomfortable.
like, it was too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really too much.
Well, after that debate, they both get an invite to Dorit's birthday party special. Kyle is renovating her house. She doesn't like the pool, and she is basically renovating it.
The life.
Yeah.
Right.
She has all the money to do that. And then basically, I mean, my opinion over Teddy is I feel like she's kind of coming into this like a relaxed vibe, but like for some viewers, it's a little too relaxed.
Right. Like,
You know, she's definitely trying to find her spacing, but I do think her placing versus Eden is a lot better for some reason. Do you guys feel that way?
Yeah, I do.
Or do you feel like Eden was a better cast member for this?
I think they're the same.
You think
Kinda,
that they're the same?
They have the, like,
yeah, they
frog,
kind of
like,
remind
mellow.
me of each other a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, Eden towards the end, she won me over a little bit, but like most of the season, I felt like she just kind of was flat, you know. And I feel like I like Teddy. I feel like she's a nice girl, but I feel like she's kind of falling flat for me.
I'm excited though that she's not an alcoholic or former alcoholic or whatever they
It's
say.
a new story.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
new, fresh thing because we dealt with so much substance abuse
I don't wanna
for
hear- oh
so
my
long
God.
that. And who's gonna throw a drink? I want drinks thrown. I want things like that to happen. So that's I prefer Teddy on the show.
I prefer Taylor.
Taylor.
We're talking about that.
I know. You think Taylor will ever make an appearance again?
If God hears me, she will.
Well, we get to the birthday party. It's at Villa Blanca, which is a good choice. I think they're so close with Lisa Vanderpump that it was a nice place to have her birthday. We have all the women come up, and then we have that bad guy comment from Jagger. So cute,
So
though. The little
cute.
kid is so cute. That tension kind of was brought up. I know you have something to say.
Yeah, I mean, seeing it play out, it wasn't as bad as the preview made it seem.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he went to call everybody a bad guy. So,
I thought it was gonna be way
Yeah.
bigger.
They
Yeah,
didn't put the
so-
Lisa Vanderpump part in the previews. But that was
that
good.
was funny.
Cute.
That was
Yeah,
funny.
it was a good dinner. We got to see Camille again. Kyle wasn't there due to her being out of town.
The life.
Have you guys been to Villa Blanca?
You know,
have,
I
yes.
have not been there yet. I've been to all the other restaurants but that one.
Have you been to?
No, I haven't.
I feel like our viewers, like, you know, a lot of people that watch the Real House of Beverly Hills, we've kind of glazed over the places. But Villa Blanca, I've been there before. It's pretty nice.
Really?
You've been to Pump, right?
Been to Pump,
Pump
been
and
to
Sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all kind of have. Have you been there as well?
No.
No? We need to take you there. We're going there after this. Then we get to meet Brian, who is Erica's co-author for her book. I think that's going to be a really good step for her because she's gotten all of these fans that have been really invested in her career. I think the book is the next best step for her.
Yeah.
Great timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her a lot more this season.
Yeah, she's opened up, definitely.
Yeah, something I like about her. Like, I liked her, but I don't feel like I knew her. I feel like I'm getting to know her a lot better.
Yeah. And she's going at a good pace. I mean, she didn't meet her dad until 25. That's a huge thing for someone to go through, you know what I mean? And she said that her father didn't acknowledge her. That was pretty tough.
Yeah, that's sad. And what he said, you know, just those quotes were just heart-wrenching. I feel like it's probably really difficult to hear that, though, firsthand.
Yeah. And it's interesting because these women didn't know that about her either. So that's the real part about the show is that every season you get to know somebody, like, on a deeper level.
Yeah.
So that was good. You know, the dad said it is what it is, and she felt like she never existed. I mean, all of those things must be hard to go through for sure.
And like whether you have money or you don't have money, you are affected by that regardless.
Yeah,
and
it doesn't
like,
matter.
Yeah, so.
So then we get them excited to go to the Del Mar horse race to see Teddy, and I'm very surprised that Lisa Vanderpump, I'm happy that she's very warmed up to Teddy, but I'm seeing a connection between the two of them because she has said things like, you know, she feels like she can bond and she sees the passionate side of Teddy. I feel like she's really enjoying Teddy.
Yeah, and her husband.
Absolutely, her husband. Who do we think, because it's so early on, I mean, I know we have a full season to go through, but seeing the first 3 episodes so far, are we seeing any new form of friendships? Where do you think things are going to go this season in terms of Lisa Vanderpump connecting with somebody? That's how she stays alive.
I like...
On the show.
Oh, that was
Sucking the souls out of them.
It is. It's a cutthroat show.
One housewife at a time.
I enjoy seeing the two Lisas getting along and having fun.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
about
that.
time.
Yeah.
I want to see more of Lisa and Erica bond. Like, I think they're just going to be
Which Lisa?
magical.
Vanderpump?
Yes, they're going to be a magical friendship.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I see like just a web of a mess. I feel like it's gonna twist and turn, and there's gonna be, you know, just people going against each other, then for each other, because I think Dorit just threw me off. Like, I feel that everything I thought that was gonna happen is not
It's
going
totally
to.
changed today.
So I don't know. I feel that there's going to be a lot of drama and a lot of swapping, though. Like, you know, oh, we were friends, not friends. We're gonna make amends. Oh, never mind. Because I don't even know who Kyle's not talking to at this point.
Yeah.
Who is, like, it's like, wait.
I think
Like Kyle is.
I think Kyle is the narrator.
She's become the narrator after what she went through the first and second season.
Yeah.
Her role totally changed because she went through it
Yeah,
big
she
time
did.
with Kim.
Yeah.
So she's like, nah, I'm going to Croatia. You guys could go to Vegas.
I kind of want Kyle to be a little bit more in the mix because I feel like the past few seasons she's kind of taken a seat back. She's there and I enjoy her, but as far as getting in the drama, we haven't really seen too much from her.
I think the only person she tends to mix it up with is Lisa Vanderpump, and because they're probably more like sisters than anybody else that she's that close to on the show.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like she's gonna really have any issues with anybody else.
Yeah, they have that kind of respect for each other. Teddy wins first place, so she's definitely... I can see how Lisa Vanderpump will connect with her because, you know, Lisa Vanderpump's very into her foundation for animals and her care for that, so I could definitely see them linking up.
Yeah.
Then we see Erica's mom, who is kind of part of the book. It was a lot of Erica tonight, I have to say.
Yeah.
You know, but I think viewers are going to be appreciative of her. You know, she's definitely figured out this housewife game. I call it a game because, you know,
It is.
these women are here, then they're not here, they get eliminated. It's kind of like Survivor, really.
It is.
And I know people like look forward to seeing who is going to stay and who's going to go. So then we get to learn a little bit more how Erica's father was saying, please don't send Erica photos to me, which is kind of hard to hear, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that's gonna be really tough to deal with your whole entire life.
Like, I wanted to cry when I saw her say that, like, for, like...
She holds it together pretty well.
And she's just an amazing woman, like, hands down.
I mean, it could have went one way or the other, and I think that she turned out pretty well. And she also knew how to handle herself and hold her own while she was discussing all of that. She said, no, she can hang on to those photos. I don't need them. You know, a lot of people could be like, you know, this, and go crazy. And she's just very, she knew how to say everything.
She was very classy about it. Then we get to towards the end of the episode, we have now Dorit inviting Teddy over for a, you know, home-cooked meal on $19,000 worth of dishes.
This is what I want.
You know?
This is what I want.
That aerial shot of her home, you know, I think that they didn't really capture the house as good as they did this season, but that house is huge.
It is.
You know, and it has like a very interesting style to it. I've really grown to like that house.
Yeah.
For
and
sure.
her Bentley.
And
I like it,
yeah.
I like that.
Her Bentley. $19,000 worth of
It was Hermes.
China.
Wasn't it?
It will look like
It looked
Hermes
like Hermes.
boxes.
Yeah.
But
So
that's a lot of money.
A lot.
I'm for it.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love you, Dorit. You know, we learn a lot about Teddy and her IVF, and I really want to hear from you guys what you think about, you know, what she went through trying to conceive Cruz, and, you know, she went through a hard time. She's very open about it. How do we feel about this? Because I know there's millions of people out there that go through IVF and go through this type of situation. What are your guys' thoughts?
I like having her open up a little bit more about something other than horses and accountability. So it was, to me, touching to kind of see, okay, so these types of things inform how she acts and interacts with other people and her kids and that sort of thing.
Good point.
Because there are things that happen with them. People don't really talk about it. They just say, oh, I had my baby, and like now I can have a baby. But she went through the sad part about it. And but I didn't like how PK made that comment.
The conehead. I was like, we were rooting for you.
Yes.
We were all rooting for you, PK. Like, just don't talk.
And don't all babies come out like that? Like, really, though?
Like,
I
so
don't
many
know.
people have misshapen heads.
And then they form, like, later, like, day 2.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It was strange.
Insensitive.
It was kind of the wrong timing, to be
Right.
honest. So basically, we get to the biggest drama, or what I feel like on this episode, kind of turn this whole thing around. Because, you know, in episode 2, we got to see them make up, give the hugs. We're starting fresh. It seems like everybody was on the same page. I felt like we all felt we were on the same page, and then this is what the show does to you. Just rips the rug right off your feet. So where do we begin with PK? And just revisiting, I mean, she said it pretty loosely that, you know, PK thought that she was schizophrenic. And that's just bringing everything back from last season. I don't know how you go forward from this.
And also this season, she clearly said to Lisa, my husband never said that. My husband never called you schizophrenic. And then she says it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is a setup for her to have something to say at the reunion. Like, you know what you're doing.
Do you think that she knows what she's doing?
I feel like it has to be. Like, how can you say, oh, he never said that, and then you clearly say that at a dinner party to a new member of the Housewives? You know what I mean? It's just
Was
kinda...
this episode before Vegas? Did they put the Vegas one first? Like, I just feel like for someone to, like, if I hated somebody or if I went through something like that and if I wanted to start fresh, you know, we all know how to do it. We just start with a clean slate. But these, you know, and I like Dorit and PK do, but for them to bring it up again, you do have a point. It's, you all have points of bringing something to Dorit's storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I kind of feel like Dorit knows not what she says.
Okay.
I don't think she is that adept at this game yet.
And funny that she's talking to an accountability coach.
Right, like...
I mean, how long can we say, oh, I didn't remember that. Well, oh, I said that, you know.
Which is probably going to happen.
Also, you have to be just not aware. Okay, for instance, if we are all having a conversation, I can immediately tell that someone might be uncomfortable by what I'm saying. You can tell. Like, the tension was just so thick, it was just like, why are you continuing this story? Like, dial it down, dial it down, stop. That was all I was thinking the entire time.
They weren't thinking about them, though. They were thinking about them. PK and and Dorit.
They were in the comfort of their home.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're comfortable at home, you start saying things that you probably wouldn't say if you were out, you know? But I do think that them bringing it back up, it does bring some drama. I know I read a lot of the comments, and people are they feel like the season's a little bit, you know, kind of flat. So this is what you get. You get a little bit of drama, and I think that this is going to carry over to the next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I think this is going to carry over for
For
the
a
whole
while.
season.
Yeah. Lisa's gonna find out.
Here's the thing. I feel like with Teddy sitting there, she's an accountability coach. I mean, she seems like she's her own person. She's not going to try to, you know, be nice to anybody that she doesn't want to be nice to.
Yeah.
So her sitting there with her husband, they're both thinking the same thing, I feel.
Absolutely.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
His
They both
face.
feel awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went from a nice dinner party to them bashing Lisa Rinna.
This is after they've all made up.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so awkward. Like,
I wish PK would have just been on the high roller, so he probably would have been on the same page, you know? Because I feel like he's thinking about the previous season, and he doesn't want to let it go, and Dorit is kind of following suit with how he feels, right? I mean, it's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
such a crazy situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really don't know unless you truly see the timeline and really know them. But from what we see, it looks a little, I don't know,
Well,
messy.
even from the way that Teddy is describing it and describing her shock that, okay, they just apologized and now you guys are saying this, leads me to think that this happened after
Yes.
the
Very
makeup
true.
session. So
Yes.
I'm just like, why?
And their faces. I feel like if I was being told and warned about someone, I would be concerned on my face and like asking more questions. It seems like Teddy was like, we already know this. Why are you bringing up it again?
Exactly.
We've already been warned. And also Teddy went out to lunch with her and liked her.
Yeah,
Said,
exactly. So that's putting
yeah.
her in a very uncomfortable situation
Yeah.
because she flat out said that she's not going to listen to anybody. You know, she's going to do what she wants to do.
I kind of like that about her.
Yes.
I do.
So we have you guys in the chat room.
Olga saying
Yes,
lots.
they're not talking about Boy George anymore so far this season.
But I
Boy
bet
George
he'll
probably
pop up.
watched. Yeah. He was like, "Can you stop mentioning me on that damn Housewives show?"
So do we think that Teddy, because as I'm watching, I'm thinking Teddy's there. We got a lot more to go this season. Do we think that Teddy is going to tell somebody that she's saying these things? Because that's usually what happens on Housewives when somebody confesses something.
Yeah,
Or-
to
And
LVP.
who is
They're
she
gonna
going to tell?
twist it and they're gonna blame Teddy. I can already
Blame
see
Teddy.
it. Yes.
Yeah. Wait.
I don't know who she's going to tell, though.
Because I'm just sitting there being like, this accountability
Lisa.
coach is
Which
watching
Lisa?
these two people just go off. She's going to
She's
tell
gonna tell
Lisa
Lisa.
Vanderpump. Or
Yes,
Lisa
I-
Rinna.
Rinna. She's gonna go straight.
You think
to
she's
the
going to go
source.
straight to the source?
Or maybe she's bonding with LVP and she's like, LVP's like, okay, tell me. What do you think about Dorit? What do you think about, it's total Mean Girls. I love it. And
is.
yeah, I think she'll tell LVP and then she'll tell Lisa Rinna separate.
Yeah. It's interesting that Dorit just wanted her and her husband to come over to have that kind of session, you know?
Ooh, yeah.
So this season, I'm just paying attention to every little detail. We'll
You
see what
have to.
happens.
These ladies move like chess pieces.
They do. This one in particular. Let's get into some predictions for next week. Sound effects.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
So predictions. What do you guys have for next week? We see a lot going on. We see a little bit of fighting already again.
There was so much fighting in the previews, and
Yeah.
there was so
And
many
Camille wasn't
things.
really retaliating, you know?
No.
I feel like she's still shell shocked from season 1. I do.
do.
Actually, no, season 2 with the whole Taylor situation. But I just feel like
She is the only one that got that cover of the most hated housewife. I think that stuck with her. I think she has a little.
But everybody loves her though.
I love her.
Everybody loves
fun.
Camille.
Yeah.
She's awesome. I don't know. I was so discombobulated with the whole dinner conversation and then the preview for next week. I was like, what? The show just turned on its head.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you have any predictions for next week?
I want to see more of Dorit and Teddy's relationship and how it's gonna unfold. I just want to
Ooh.
see how that goes.
Yeah, because it
After
seems
this
like
dinner.
Dorit is the one that brought Teddy on the show. correct?
Yes.
Brought her on, but yet they are meeting each other kind of for the first time a little bit.
Because they had a mutual friend. That's what they said.
Got it.
It's Beverly Hills. Everyone's mutual friends. My prediction is that I think that it's going to go in a completely different direction again, and there's going to be a lot of friendships that are questioned, and then also a lot of new fights and new enemies form. This is when it starts, episode 4. Like, it's gonna be big, I feel. Yeah,
I do want to see Kyle. I know Kyle was away for episode 3, but I do want her to get a little bit more involved with the women.
I do too.
I love that she's renovating her house. I can't wait to see that. I think we're gonna see that next season. But
doesn't she move again? Like in real life?
Well, she
did buy a house somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Her house just got broken into.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, so I don't know which house that was, but I'm
over the holidays.
Yeah, her wedding ring was stolen.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful.
So I mean, I could look into the houses, but I feel that don't they have multiple houses? They have the one in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure other places.
I mean, I'm looking at the preview and I'm thinking, what are they talking about with Camille? They said strap on. They said all these things that are brand new to me.
What?
I'm like, what is this about?
New punching bag. She's the new one.
She's not even holding a diamond this season, and she gets to be.
Well, neither was Kim for the past 5 seasons, and look at her.
That's true.
That's true. Kim still stayed alive.
Oh my gosh.
Giving back that little bunny.
Encino, yeah, that's where the house was. Oh yeah, Camille was. That's a good point, Susan. Camille was very sly, saying that she didn't. That's when we saw season 1, Camille, when she did say that Eileen wasn't there to back her up. Season 1.
It's so true, though.
Thank you, Susan Brown. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's true.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the Tokyo trip. I think that's going to be interesting. How she just invited Erica. So we're seeing the cast broken up a little bit in pieces. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Any final thoughts for episode 2 and 3? Do we feel good about the season?
I still love it.
It's just, I'm confused now.
Yeah. Just when you thought you had the season figured out. You thought it was going to go the whole way, and we're at episode 3, and now we have some drama.
Like, what's going on?
It's definitely going to come back. That comment, the schizophrenic comment, cannot just fly under the radar. It's definitely going to come back.
Yeah, and especially since Teddy mentioned, well, unless you have doctor papers or anything like that, that's a really big word to say. And,
and you want to be accountable for your words. I feel like Teddy is just kind of warming up. I'm liking her a lot. She's going to tell LVP. Because she has to tell somebody.
Because Rena's going to be gone the next episode.
Oh, how convenient.
I'm just thinking this through.
We have it all mapped out here. Oh my God.
She's going to be invited over at LVP's for some tea.
Exactly.
Then they're just going to sit and talk, and then, go dive in.
Oh my gosh. Well, this was so much fun. We love Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We've been reading your comments, and please make sure to like and subscribe to AfterBuzz TV. Before we head out, Richie, where can we find you?
You guys can stalk me on Instagram and Twitter at DJ Richie Skye.
You can find me on all social media under Cynthia Nicole 5.
Talk to me on Twitter. I'm Jennifer Leone. You can find me at Jennifer Leone TV.
All right, and you guys could find me at Thomas Orlina on my Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. And make sure to watch my YouTube show, Your Time with Thomas. That's all we have for you tonight, and we will see you here next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.